So the last step of my support stand is actually going to be adding the fillets that go right here in this corner and in this corner. So if I come back here, I can see that they have this radius of 6. In a previous lesson, we already created the fillets that we're going to use inside of here. Now what we've done in a previous video, we used those same fillets and we use those as a whole so that they cut the outside radius off. Now we're going to use them as solids. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to my basic shapes and my creations. I'm going to drag my fillet back on my work plane. Now I'm going to rotate this into the correct orientation, so exactly 90 degrees that direction. I know that this support stand is exactly 40 millimeters wide, so I'm going to make this exactly 40 millimeters wide. I'm going to take this and just kind of put it in about the right spot, and then I'll use some tools that'll get me exactly where it needs to be. So I just want to get my fillet somewhere here, and I'm going to use a couple of tools to get this in the direct place. So first thing I need to do is I'm going to go ahead and line these things up so it's in the direct middle. So I'll select both of those by simply just dragging a rectangle around them all. I'm going to use my align tool. I'm going to use my support stand as my master and click that middle align. So now that's aligned directly in the middle. Now I'm going to use a little trick that is going to drop this fillet on the work planes, and we're just going to kind of slide this right into the corner. So I'm going to change my work plane. I'm going to have my work plane be this front surface. I will select my fillet, and then I'm just going to hit the letter D. That'll drop it to the work plane. I'm then going to change my work plane to this top surface, hit D, and that should drop that right into place, right exactly in that little corner. Now, what I'm going to do is I need to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to duplicate that, I'm going to nudge that over to my other side. So that should be lined up directly in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and just lift this off the work plane for now. I'm going to rotate this exactly 180 degrees. Just to double check, I'm going to go ahead and use my align tool. Those things are already aligned up as they should. Now I'm going to use that same technique, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this on both of these work planes. It'll throw that right in that corner. I'll group these together. So that'll be our work plane. Select our fillet and hit D. Change my work plane and hit D again. That should drop that. Now, when I group these objects together, I'll go ahead and select everything by dragging that rectangle around them, using my group tool. And there you go. Add those fillets to that corner, everything grouped together, everything nice and neat, smooth, no extra lines. I should be able to rotate around this. Looks like one solid, smooth object. And that is the last thing for the support stand.